All right, there we go. Take two going live. This time we're not going to have any technical issues. So sorry if anyone was watching and we popped off before. I got another lovely notification saying that we were not streaming to Facebook this time. So it is an ongoing learning experience over here. But I am so excited. Thanks for joining in on our third episode of Impossible. And I am so excited to have my guest, Katie, today. And Katie is a spousely vendor. She's also a nurse, a mom, a military spouse, and there is no better way to get some Wednesday motivation from just learning about real stories and how people are taking the impossible and turning it into I'm possible. So Katie, thanks so much for hopping on with me today. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Thank you for having me.
Give us a good laugh to look at when we go back and watch that really blooper. So Katie, I would love for you to share more about yourself. Tell me a little bit more about your background and where you guys are currently living, and just tell us how you've taken the impossible and have really turned it into I'm possible while living this crazy yet rewarding and fun military life.
Thank you. So for those that don't know me, my name is Katie Prill. I am the owner of my shop on Spousely. It's Love and Lettering by Katie. It's a shop that features hand lettering, prints, watercolor, also stickers, door hangers, and seasonal decor. But a little bit about me. I am an Air Force spouse. My husband, Ben, he has been in the Air Force for almost 13 years. So we've been living this crazy Air Force life for that many years. We are both from Wisconsin. We met in college when he was doing Air Force ROTC at the school where I went to nursing school. So I met him there, and then we got married 13 years ago. We've just had 13 years, about a week and a half ago. And then he, joined the Air Force, commissioned, and we've been going ever since. So
it's a life of non-stopping, right? You just kind of feel like you just are on this ongoing roller coaster, and you're just there for wherever it takes you.
Absolutely. I feel like we both graduated, he commissioned, and it's been nonstop ever since. And I think I've counted it out, and this is the 7th state we are in,
Wow.
ninth address. So it is not for the faint of heart.
What's your trick to remembering all of the addresses? We always so we've been lucky because we haven't had to relocate as much as the normal military family, but we always try to associate the different numbers with something that we know, like people's birthdays in our family.
I don't know that trick, but I really need to, because now I'm starting to get that, where have you lived for the last 6 years? And I'm like, okay, so we were in Alabama here, and then we were here. Wait, but then we changed addresses here. And so I just have to write it down keep a note on my phone. Otherwise, I am never going to remember every zip code. And then, of course, once you move and you go to put your credit card in, it's the reader at the gas station. And you're standing there
worse. Updating credit cards and address stuff, and oh my gosh, just having to do it so much. They probably think we're crazy.
Right. And they're probably like, why is she thinking about this so hard? Why is she going into her phone? Did she steal this card? No, I just can't remember where I live now and what my zip code, and did I change that credit card zip code?
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's there needs to be, I'm sure it's out there, but this would be a wonderful spousely vendor to have a whole checklist of what we need to update and things like that, because it is real, the memory loss of where you're at, what you're doing. So yeah,
absolutely. And your reminders okay, well, we didn't have to pay for this when we were at this place, but now we have to do this, and don't forget to update this address. And then next thing you know, you're just waiting on the piles of mail to get forwarded. It's real fun.
Yeah. I know. The best is your CPA, so wait a second, you've lived all these places. That's why it's great, because we have some military spouse CPAs on Spousely, which is amazing. They just get it. They understand.
Yes.
You don't feel like you're constantly trying to, prove to someone no, I'm not crazy. Yes, we've lived in all of these places.
Right. And yes, I know we are filing for 3 different states, but own
Yep.
a house in this one, we worked in this one, and then we moved. So yeah, we currently file for three states. I can't remember if it's four now.
Yeah.
It's too many. We've lost count.
No, yeah, it's so true. And a lot of everyone is PCSing right now and just, getting new orders on where they're going and what that's going to look like. So it's definitely a crazy time for all of us military folks out there. And those of you who might know some family members or others, people in your lives that are affiliated with the military, just always keep in mind that there are so many ongoing moving pieces in our lifestyle. And for me, that's why I was so passionate about creating Spousely, because I wanted to create a platform that can move around no matter where you go, and it will allow you to do something that you love. And I know Katie pretty much brought me to tears. It was probably a couple months ago with just what you said that Spousely has been able to do for you and what it provided in your life at that time. So I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you don't mind just sharing like what you had told me, because it meant the world to me.
So a little background. So I am a nurse. I've been a nurse it's going to be 13 years, but this past year, obviously with a PCS in June in the middle of a pandemic, brand new state, new restrictions, just a new way of life, our family had to pivot a little bit. And we made the decision that I was going to step away from nursing for a little bit, and I was going to homeschool our kids. But in the process, I thought that this might be a good time to, dive headfirst into starting my own business with my crafting. And I had just kind of started doing that not even a year prior, where I was really getting into hand lettering and then watercolor and all of that I really honed and practiced a lot once we, first started having to quarantine back in a year ago. So with that PCS and with the homeschooling and stepping back from nursing, it just seemed like the perfect time, to start a business in the middle of pandemic. Probably not, but I had nothing to lose. The worst thing that happened is I didn't make any sales, and I had to, just shut down my shop. That was the worst thing. But the best thing that could have happened is that, I started selling things, and every little notification that you got that you sold a sticker or you sold a door hanger or someone shared your work, it's incredible and it's amazing. And being a part of the Spousely community has just opened new doors for me that I never thought were possible. I never thought that, if you asked me a year and a half ago if I would have stepped away from nursing and started doing crafting, I would have said that's crazy. But here we are, and I'm so grateful to be in this community, and it has given me something to look forward to and something to work towards, to kind of just put my stuff out there and have to meet other people that are just like me, that have started their own shops or their own businesses, and to get to meet them has been incredible. And just this whole process has been just amazing, and it's so much more than I ever could have thought would have happened. But it's been a good thing. It's been a really good thing. And the kids are going to go back to school. They got their acceptance letters for their school, and mom's doing a little happy dance right now. Kudos to every homeschooling mom.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing. That's not me. But we've done it. I've survived a year of it, and we've done it. And that's the whole thing about military life, is I can do anything for a year, or I can do it. The things we have to do, yes. But I keep doing it because it means that we're together. It means that we're with my husband, and I'm grateful for every minute that I've gotten to have with them this last year.
I know, isn't that incredible? I feel the same way. More power to everyone that's able to do the homeschooling piece on top of everything else, especially adding that layer of military life on top of it, where we are trying to juggle so much at once. Right. I just love your story. I love that you are just a part of this community with us. And to me, that's exactly what Spousely is. It's a community, and together we uplift one another. And it's exactly what you said, looking back, a year or so ago, would you have ever thought like, oh, I was going to start my own crafting business, or I was going to put the effort into this? And I think, it brings everyone together in such a unique and different way. And I've loved watching your journey too, just from when you first came on the platform. You had different products and everything, and you've continued to venture out and just try new things. And I think that's what's so rewarding about Spousely and the space and all of us together is we're just continued to be inspired by one another. And your stickers right behind you have been a huge hit. Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit more about those?
So I had started trying to think of different ideas of what can I make? I do have a lot of stickers and a lot of different seasonal items, but I thought, it's not just for military life, but I think women in general, but just when you look in the mirror, what are you telling yourself? And I want to be able to look in the mirror and remind myself that I am enough. Yes, there are incredible people out there, but I'm incredible too. And my friends are incredible, and we can all do this. And this past year has been tough.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. It's been tough. And I wanted to put a product out there that will remind people that, yes, life is tough, but you can do it. And you are incredible. And if I have to just look in the mirror and remind myself that every single day, I will do that. And I want other people to be able to do that. And so I made mirror affirmation stickers, and I have probably close to at least 24 different sayings on them that I offer right now, but I also do custom. So I had someone order, I've had a couple different custom orders to change out colors, to change out sayings, and whatever you need to do to look at the mirror and to remind yourself that you've got this, I'll make it. I'll put it out in the world.
I love that.
Even if it's sarcastic and funny, because that's how I roll is a little bit of that. But just that constant reminder that I am enough, I am strong, I am capable. There's even one for deployment, like I will handle this deployment with strength and grace. That daily reminder, because you look in the mirror so many times a day. Yeah. And it's easy to go, well, I don't like my pores, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. But
pull it all apart. Yeah.
Why don't we pull it all together and remind ourselves that, no, you've got this. You can do this. You can do hard things. And just a reminder that there's room for everyone at the table. We can all do this together. And that's one thing that I've just loved about Spousely, is that there is such a sense of community. There are some incredible artists and different vendors on there. And it's easy to think like, I can't compete with that. But there is room for every single person at the table here. And I want people to know.
Wants to find a way to help each other out. And that's like what the best part is. I see people, we'll share your stuff, or we'll share, we all just share and continue to uplift one another. And that's been probably the most incredible piece about this journey is we are far from perfect. Like we have very high competition, and I know that. And I know that what we're doing at Spousely it's kind of taking the impossible and how we're turning it into I'm possible. Like, how is it possible that we live this lifestyle? We have very limited resources with just being able to spend the time where we need to spend it and growing a company from the ground up. But together, that powerhouse of doing it with each other is so much stronger than anything out there. No matter if a bigger company has more resources or has more funds, to me, this is something that is like, it's a team effort. And together we're going to get Spousely to where we would all love to see it continue to grow. But through people like you and your stories, that is what is the bones of our platform. And it's so inspiring. And that's why I was so passionate about making this series called Impossible, because not many people see that word for what it really is. If you break it apart, it says I'm possible. So it's exactly what you said. Instead of taking, the different, the downer side of things, how can we turn it into a positive? And that's exactly what you've done. And I have to tell you, the one sticker, I think I told you this already, on my laptop is not like a Spousely sticker or anything. It's your sticker that you created. And it's just a beautiful quote. And for me, that moves mountains. Is just, it reminds me of you and your work and you on this journey and all of our vendors on this journey with me. And it's just, everything that you're doing is so inspiring, just from a career standpoint, being a mom, just being a military spouse, and now a business owner that's had so many, you've touched so many people. And I see the comments when they come through on how people just are loving the idea of the stickers too.
Thank you.
So
And thank you for providing a platform and a way for people to come together. I didn't even know that all of these people, all these vendors existed, and just not even the ones that are product based, the services, and not even like all watching their journeys too, and watching, how they go through their daily lives. It's been empowering, and it's been informative as well, because we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
We might be at different parts of our journey, but we're all in there. And it's an incredible community, and there's so much to offer, but you got to get tapped into it too. So.
And you got to believe. And like I said, just working so hard on, sales. I told you this earlier, I shared it with you, sales are not where they need to be. And the goal is to keep getting sales up, because the more that we can get sales up, the more our vendors grow, the more our platform grows. And together, that's what makes it just such an impactful new type of platform. And so, as much as I'm over here, stressing out, doing different things and stuff, I know that there's just this great community behind me that's like, okay, how can we come together? How can we keep pushing, the mission out there? And I'm just forever grateful for you and for all of our vendors, just being with me on this journey. And I'm just so inspired by you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So, anything else that you wanted to maybe share today, or you'd like to tell people the best way to find you? I know you're on Instagram, Facebook, Spousely, now on LinkedIn again.
Yes, I've had a LinkedIn page for probably close to 10 years, 9 or 10 years maybe. And I finally logged into it yesterday, and I have a lot of cleaning up to do. But yes, I am on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook, just under my personal name, Katie Prill, but I do have a business page on Instagram that's Love and Lettering by Katie, as well as my Spousely shop. So.
Yay! Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope everyone is leaving inspired. Again, I apologize for our little blooper before. I'm not quite sure if I was like picking my nose, like messing with my hair. I don't know what we were doing, but basically we went live without knowing we were going live with a technical difficulty. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Looking forward to next week. And Katie, thank you so much. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.